G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Dave Strode, the Aussie Geek, and this is part 8 of the Lego Soundwave. We're all done with the building, so let's get down to the transformation. But let's get down to the size comparisons so we can get them out of the way first. So I'm going to do a little bit of jump cutting because this is going to be super damn awkward. There he is with Lego Optimus Prime. Here he is with MP36 Masterpiece Megatron. Here he is with MP13 Soundwave. I am fully aware that they are doing an MPG9, which is going to be a more color accurate version of Soundwave like this than this, which is great. So if they're going to reuse the old MP mold, I'm perfectly happy. Give us a grapple and give us another MP09 Rodimus Prime. And last but not least, there he is with Ravage and Laserbeak. Now, before we get into transformation articulation, I want to say for the start, do not use his chest piece as a gripping point. I was grabbing him like this and ended up basically popping his chest piece out. So if you've got to move him, try to grab him around the pelvis or under the thing. Don't grab that chest piece because it very well could decide to fall apart like mine did. Alright, so let's get down to articulation now. His joints are nowhere near as strong as I would like, honestly. I'm going to just try to take this gun out of his hand without pulling absolutely everything out, which I just did. So I'll take that out. And there goes his display piece, which I suppose if you want to change his gun hand, there's your answer. We'll take off his shoulder cannon 2, just because we don't need it. Alright, so articulation, and I'm going to try to do this without him falling over, because that is something I wanted to point out too. So, head can do a full 360. Can look up way up, which is technically activating the transformation. If you want to look down, you're going to have to use that as well. It has a limited ball joint, so you might be able to get a little side to side. Arms can do a full 360 with a very soft ratchet. Arm goes out that far. There's no in or out without using transformation. His bicep has limited bicep rotation. I think I might just untabbed something. He has very limited bicep rotation. He has double jointed elbows, which is great. He has wrist rotation. He has thumb that goes in and out. He has fingers, 3 fingers that go in and out. And I will say, I think Bumblebee has it. That they definitely... Yeah, the Bumblebee has more claw fingers. Prime has the one that you literally have to take a piece off to actually get the individual fingers to work. So there we go. All right, now legs. Now I have not taken his sound box out, so if I set it off, you'll know why. So I'm going to have to lift this arm up a little bit. So legs go out that far due to transformation. They do not go forward. They do not go back. There is no rotation at the upper thigh. You have a heavily ratcheted knee that gets you that far. It also goes the other way for transformation. You have ankle tilt that gets you that far. Goes either way, and you have, of course, studded toes. Feet go up for transformation, don't go down. Now, I said, I think in the last video, that I wouldn't really use I suppose you could. Oops. I put my finger in the wrong spot. Yeah, you do have some waist thigh rotation, but I wouldn't chance it. Now, I did say in, I think, the last video that I wouldn't chance doing an A stance. It's just a matter of getting him standing and then using just a little bit of pressure to push on his back to push the rest of his legs out to stay stiff. So I used some extra parts from my knockoff Constructicon things to stiffen them up. I don't think they were actually necessary, but I don't know. Just be careful. Primes are pretty solid. Bs are pretty solid. Because of his transformation, Soundwave's not so much. All right, let's get this down to transformation. I've had a look, so hopefully we'll get this right. It didn't say anything about taking that out, so I'm just going to leave it how it is. All right, so we're going to come to the back, and still, I do not know what this hook's for. All right, so we're going to fold the arms back, and I think we just leave it that way. I've got the instructions there. I just want to double check. I think you keep the hands. Yep. All right, so hands stay the way they are. So we fold up our fingers and bring that back, finding places to put fingers so that things won't move on you. All right, bring the arms down. Make sure they're straight, and you're going to use these joints here, the shoulder ones we built, to bring this back on itself. And it's just going to sit like that, and his balance is already off, but I'll fix that in 1 second. So we're going to get him to get him to do the splits, so we can actually get him. Oops, don't do that. Don't do that. Where did I just untab you from? Can't really lay him down either. I knew I was eventually going to have some problems. Try not to put too much pressure. Give me a second. Okay, this isn't half being fiddly at all. All right, so we want to bring in feet, and I know I've got that in a real weird angle, but I'm probably going to pop things in a second. Bring that in there. Bring that up into there. And I'll hopefully show it better on this one. So this all folds up. Bring this up. Just make sure things line up how they should be. We're going to very carefully trying to find somewhere to grab things. Bring that around. So this is at the front. The same on the other side. I don't recommend, maybe I should have done the legs first before I did the arms, but not much I can do now. All right, so we're going to bring this around to fill in those gaps. And then this is all going to come up, and I'm just trying to figure out where things are tabbing in. Because right now I haven't really got a clue. Because you've got 2 ports on the side, but I think it's just going to sit there, which doesn't seem right. Is there something I have missed? That goes up, they go back, that goes back. Bring those up. Bring those around. Now I'm just having a look at something. So, okay, so the back of the arms actually locks the shoulders in place. All right, so we want to bring the knees up, and it's probably going to be in the way with that piece there. Try and work my way around it like so, and bring this one up without hopefully popping anything off, and come back around here, and you have these little tabs that actually plug into the back. You've got these black pieces here, they tab into there. So that's one. Tab in to the other side, maybe. Come on. Where are you? Why don't you want to tab in? Do I not have it high enough, far enough back. What? There we go. I didn't quite have it far enough back. All right, so bring it back around. These go up where they're supposed to go, which, like I said, I probably jumped the gun on that. Ironic. And then we come back here and we fold this back. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm supposed to have his head. So maybe I should have just put my instructions next to me like I normally do, instead of having to go back. All right, so rotate, flip back, and flip up. Ah, that's what that piece is for. Well, that makes a bit more sense now, doesn't it? All right, so rotate the head, bring that down, bring this back up. We're not quite done yet. I think I've actually got one of the hands the wrong way, but oh well, shit happens. All right, get that out. I'm assuming that probably helps with the balance too, but we're not quite done yet. So we're going to take his gun and we're going to take that off. And this will go into here. So very much like the battery packs did in the other toys. So that just slips into there. We take his shoulder cannon, and I'm putting these to the top so they're a little bit more hidden. That plugs into there. And last but not least, if I can get access to it, you take what's left of the gun, and this piece is going to go onto here. So providing I've got this all the right way, and that just sits flat. It doesn't quite fit with the way it actually wants you to have it. I assume it's just going to sit a little bit more further to one side. There we go. And there is Soundwave in his alt mode. And I won't lie, in robot mode, in from front view, it's pretty damn spot on. It's amazing. It really does look really good. Round the back, it's just absolutely terrible. But in saying that, all these Transformers have issues with their alt modes for this line. So not anything, beg my pardon, anything to be surprised about. We can, of course, put one of our tapes in. I've got Laserbeak here, and they can now just sit in there. And if I put it the right way around, which I don't know if I have or not, it doesn't quite slide in like a cassette should. I think my legs slide in the wrong spot. My legs keep moving. All right, let's do it the other way around, see how that goes. That fit a bit better? That's better. So we can put Laserbeak in there, which is pretty damn great. Obviously, I'm going to have these guys displayed next to Soundwave, so they won't be in alt mode, but nice. So definitely make sure to put it in the right way if that is the case for you. As for size comparisons, I have my, 40th anniversary or Transformers the movie. I can't quite remember. It's been a while now since they stopped doing those. But there he is with the G1 reissue of Soundwave. There we go. All right, let's see if I can get this guy back into robot mode without wanting to smash him. But in saying that, this is a lot better than doing any of the studio, the 01 Studio Planetformers. I'll just get that out there. All right, let's see if I can figure out a way to do this that actually makes it a little bit more comfortable. So we'll take the shoulder cannon off, take the barrel off, we can put that back together, take the gun out, and here we go. So what I'm going to do is... All right, so we'll untab the shoulders from our feet, because they do come a little bit further back, but I actually want to give those arms a bit of a clearance. So I'm going to rotate them up, just like so, just to give us a bit of clearance. And I'm going to extend the hands. Probably can't quite see that. Just so they're reasonably flat, just in case I have to lay this guy down again. All right, so bring it around, and we will fold. Now I got no view there. Fold these down and in, like so. Oh, my actual cassette piece, my tape deck holder is untabbing. There we go, one there, one there. All right, so we're going to extend the leg like so, extend the leg like so. I'm going to lift up and I'm going to rotate, trying to find the best place to put my fingers without trying to untab absolutely everything on those upper thighs, like so. Then we can lean him back. We want to bring this out and flip it back, and then get in here and bring that foot as far back as it will go. Same on the other side. So we're going to flip that back. It does not sit flat. If you want to sit flat, you're going to have to take out some of the Lego pieces that actually are stopping it, which is actually holding it on. And then extend that feet as far as it'll go. And grab him here. And gravity is partly doing this for me. Just even him out. Right now those arms are a little bit wonky for me. So you just stand there for a minute so I can actually get the camera up a little higher. Once again, I'm trying to make sure that I do not grab that chest piece. All right, so we're going to bring this around. That is going to tab back into there. Bring that around, tab that into there. Rotate our arms around like so and bring them down. Now we can hopefully do a reasonable A stance. Hopefully, give or take. Nope, I think my left leg's a little bit further out. All right, I think I got it. All right, making sure not to grab anything I shouldn't be. Bring this back. Flip this all the way around. Rotate the head. Flip that back up into place. Make sure things are flat the way they should be. Turn him around. And spread his legs a little bit. And of course, we can arm him back up again. So we can take, where the hell did I put it? Here's his shoulder cannon, which I wouldn't mind if it had been actually capable of being angled, but it is what it is. And of course, we take his gun and we plug that back in. I will say the shoulders are not tight enough if they'll hold the gun up, but unfortunately they will have a tendency to fall if you just sort of let it go. So just gently angle it how you want it to be. As you can see, I'm fighting it and my wrist is a little too loose. So get it how you want it. And my it just keeps going. That idea, the shoulder's a great idea, and I think my ankles are going too. They're a great idea, but I don't know. I think I just keep it down and just try to keep those ankles tilted back best we can. And of course, we can turn his head a little bit. So there is Lego Soundwave. He was fun to build. That little bit with his legs got a bit how you going and confusing. The transformation is a little fiddly. You're probably better off, if you're really worried about the transformation, I would say start gluing things in place so that way they won't pop off. But then, of course, if you want to, move him or whatever, that's going to be a bit of a problem. So, yeah, the articulation is nice. Joints need to be a little bit tighter because the Legos are pretty heavy. So I think stronger ratchet joints in his elbows and his shoulders would have been a good idea. I love the double joint for the bicep. So you get the double jointed elbow, but it's not quite strong enough to actually do what it needs to do if you're with the gun. If you're just holding up the hand, it's perfectly fine. Fingers are good. So yeah, not too bad. So this is it for Soundwave. The next 2 episodes will be the little, what are they, brickheads that I got free with it. Although I will say after that, I'm also going to have one of my nephews and my niece help me with those. After that, I wasn't planning on doing another Lego, but I picked up the Batman Forever Batmobile. So if you're into a bit of Batman, come back in about 3 weeks, and you'll probably have a Batmobile build if you enjoy watching that. But there we go. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Subscribe, ring that bell, leave me a comment. And apart from that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.